Big Dappuccino here. The name of the channel is Deja Vu Royalty Diecast Garage. This video we're gonna do is gonna be a Mitsubishi showcase. I thought I did a Mitsubishi showcase in the past, but looking through my archives, apparently I didn't. And it's content that I wanted to see. I know that these showcases don't go through with everybody and not popular, but they serve a purpose, and it helps me do my little research and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. First thing we got on the turntable right here, this is a Matchbox casting. It is supposed to be a replica of a Mitsubishi Eclipse from 2006, I think. They used this body style from 2006 to 2009, if I'm correct. Probably early as 2004. But anyway, it debuted in Mainline Buried Treasure 2005. So yeah, it's around, it's probably a 2004 2005 model year replica. It was discontinued in 2013, reissued in 2021 after being retooled. It hasn't been used in 2022, so maybe it is discontinued or just not being used. Original design is unknown, but the retooling was done by Abe Lugo. It's a 1/60 scale, and this is the Retro Series 2001 Metal Flake Red color variation. You know, it looks kind of orangish red to me, but oh well. It has detailed trims, headlights, and taillights, even though I don't like the taillight detail on this. I know it's supposed to be lens or look like lens, but they did a horrible job on it. Headlight decals are not that great either, to be honest. But it's a mainline back then, so 2021. Yeah. So that wasn't really that long ago, like 5 years ago. It was just a inferior casting, I hate to say it, of a not popular car. It has a gray plastic base. It has a lot of detail though. It has smoke tint windows, black interior. Like I said, it's not a popular car. I did know somebody who had one of these. It was pretty nice for getting around, you know what I'm saying? And I forgot if it had a V6 or a 4-cylinder under the hood. I think it had a 4. But, yeah, it is. I just wanted it in my collection because it was something that most people don't have, and it was a regular car. So next, what we have is the Mitsubishi G3000 GT from Matchbox. Debuted in Mainline MBX Highways 2022, designed by Abe Lugo. This is the 1/64 scale. The MBX Highway 2024 color variation in metal flake blue, detailed headlights and tail lights. What else? Black plastic base. Light smoke windows, black interior. And this is a nice looking car. I even had a black color variation, which I should have got the info of what year that was from. But oh well. But I think it might have came out during the same year. Because usually I think for this one, I think they do two color variations in the same year. I want to get. I think I got the white one. I want the yellow one though. Having the blue one and the black one is cool. It's a great casting. And as Dodge had a version of this car, which I guess the production year for the 3000 GT, I know it was the late 90s to the early 2000s. And Dodge had a version known as the Dodge Stealth. Fun fact, in the movie Fast and it's called the turbocharged Prelude that you only got if you bought the DVD version of the Fast and the Furious. I think is it the Fast and the Furious? Too Fast, Too Furious, the sequel. But I have the one that has Too Fast, Too Furious and the original movie on it. And in between there, you get a featurette called the Turbocharged Prelude, which pretty much shows you what the Paul Walker character, Brian O'Connor, was doing between those two movies and how he got the skyline. But when he was escaping from LA, he had a red 3000 GT, which they said was a Dodge Stealth, but it had Mitsubishi 3000 aftermarket parts on it. Rally Art parts. That's their skunk, a specialized division of Mitsubishi that does aftermarket stuff. So I'm rambling. I'm gonna take a cut for some facts before I get back up. Mitsubishi was founded in 1870 originally as a shipping company, and I think through the years, in Mitsubishi in Japanese it alludes to the three diamonds, which is their logo. It was in the founders Yotori Iwasaki, his family coat of arms. During World War II, they used their industrial warehouses to build military aircraft for the Imperial Army. Yes, including the famous A6M0 fighter that participated in the bombing of Pearl Harbor. And I actually utilized some elements of that A6M0 fighter when I was playing the Forza Horizon and Motorsport games. I had a vinyl. It's probably present now. Probably not, because I discontinued playing. So for many years, I think for a good 5 years, across different games, I used that livery. And it paid for some micro transactions within there. But now we're moving on, and what we got is the Hot Wheels Premium, which is the Pajero, the Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution that debuted in Mud Studs 2023 and red. It was designed by Dmitry Shakhmatov. This is the TerraTrek Car Culture TerraTrek 2024 version. Detailed headlights, taillights. It has a black metal base. Gray RR6 SPM wheels based on the 1997 model year. The Pajero was also known as the Montero in the U.S. This particular one, the Pajero Evolution, only 2,693 were made from 1997 to 1999. The vehicle won the Dakar Rally Championship. I think it won it more than multiple times. So it's pretty cool. Next, what we have is a Matchbox. We back to Matchbox moving parts. And this is actually the Mitsubishi Evo 4. It debuted in Moving Parts 2022. I had a hood propped open so you can see the engine bay. It's designed by Abe Lugo. This is the Moving Parts 2024. Color variation metal flake black. Detailed headlights, tail lights. Opening hood, as you can see, because I got it propped open. Using, I want to say, is that a M2? One of those M2 axle things. You know what they call wheel things. So, you know, from their kits. Where you get to put your own wheels on the M2s. So I'm using that to keep the hood open because it has a tendency to not stay open. It has a black plastic base. Smoke tint windows. Gray interior. So I want to say this was late 90s. It's gotta be. It's gotta be like 1996, 97, somewhere around there for the Evo 4. Maybe early, mid to late, maybe for the 4. I think. Might be early 90s too. Probably around 92, 93, I think. Yeah, because the first Evo came out in 1990. 1992, actually. So this is probably 1996 or 98 model year. Or maybe close to 99. It's in the 90s, definitely. Pretty nice looking casting. A little big. And next what we have is the Mitsubishi Starion. This is Auto World 2023 Release 2 version B. And it has no opening features. I think in real life, this is part of when Chrysler and Mitsubishi had a relationship called Diamond Star Motors that they forged in 1985 it was to basically restrictions on importing and stuff because they were rebadging cars. I mean, Mazda did the same thing. Ford did the same thing with Mazda. And I want to say Isuzu did the same thing with GM. They all had relationships. And this is, I think it has like a 2-liter under the hood. Probably closer to a 1 point something, but in the base model. But I think you get a 2-liter with a turbocharger in the upper performance options. And this was like one of them cars in the late 90s to the late 80s, early 90s or mid 90s. You know, you paid a little bit. It was the rival, the Nissan 3000 ZX and the Toyota Celica or Supra and the Mazda RX-7. So pretty cool casting. I was lucky to find this when I found it on the pegs. Probably at Hobby Lobby. Last but not least, what we have is another Evo. This is from Johnny Lightning. This bad boy came out in 2018 from Johnny Lightning to import heat when they had the 2-pack with a 98 or either 99 Honda Civic SR hatchback. Both of them had racing liveries. I don't know. This is definitely a rally art type inspired livery. I don't know if it's a real livery because I tried to look up the names up there, and it seemed like one of them, the navigator, was a real person who's listening up here. The racer I could not find. The other name I could not find. So maybe it's inspired by. And it's supposed to be an Evo 8. Yeah, it came out in 2018. And I had it that long. I think the headlights are, I think that's a decal. I don't think that's lens. It's painted or decal. Same thing with the tail lights. It's well executed. No opening features on this one. And that's pretty much it for the Mitsubishi showcase. I want to thank the subscribers for holding me down. Random viewers who happen upon this channel. As I always say, this is not the best diecast channel. It's not the worst either. Motto here is to show a little love for the diecast. I hope you decide to hit the subscription notification button. Leave a like, or if you feel like it, leaves a dislike behind. It's always good to get a comment because feedback and criticism helps to improve the channel. As long as it's constructive. I don't think I get any real negative. I used to in the past, but lately people aren't leaving comments at all. So it depends on, I guess, how you're viewing the content. Some people are viewing the content, I guess, on their phone, maybe in their transit. Maybe they don't feel like it, you know. As I always say, the model here is to show a little love to the diecast. Peace and blessings.